The US is close to approving a second coronavirus vaccine after it was endorsed by a panel of experts. The drugs agency says it will move quickly to authorise the Moderna vaccine, just days after the national rollout of the Pfizer-BioNTech jab. The US has now recorded over 17 million coronavirus cases, more than any other country in the world. But as Western countries ramp up their vaccine programmes, international organisations are expressing concern that people in poor countries will lose out.
These lucky Americans are among the first in the world to receive a COVID-19 vaccine. But those in poorer countries won't be as fortunate. Internal documents seen by Reuters from the World Health Organization's global vaccine scheme suggest billions of people won't have access to inoculations until as late as 2024. The COVAX scheme has a target to vaccinate at least 20% of people in low-income countries next year. But to do so, it needs an extra €4 billion. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has appealed to rich nations to support the programme and refrain from hoarding doses for themselves.
Of course, governments have the obligation to protect their peoples, but they cannot protect their peoples if other peoples are not protected, and nature always strikes back.
Many poorer countries are banking on the cheaper and easier to transport Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, but tests for this jab have been slower and it hasn't received regulatory approval, unlike the Pfizer-BioNTech alternative currently being rolled out in the UK and US. Governments there are trying to alleviate public hesitation and are encouraging people to take up the jab.
The relative risk right now of having a reaction to the vaccine is extremely low, as far as we can tell. And so you may have an increased risk, but your risk of getting COVID, your risk of having a bad outcome from COVID is much greater.
In the UK, Lord of the Rings actor Sir Ian McKellen has become the latest celebrity to be filmed receiving the vaccine, in a bid to inspire others to follow suit. Robin Owens, Euronews.